Jimmy Johnson just got you, didn't he?
Jimmy Johnson just dumped my seat all the way down. I went from normal size to Kyle Larson racing right here. Hey, let me fix this.
Here's the replay.
Small problems, folks.
You're a TV guy now.
Do we have a replay?
Voice over the replay, if you would, please.
Oh, now I'm going
Here
to.
it is.
Yeah, watch this. Here we go. Here we go. See ya.
Veteran move by
That's
Jimmy
what
Johnson
happens when you play jokes on people, when you play pranks.
Please
now
make
I'm
a
in a
mental
stool.
note.
Now I'm going to do it in a bar stool. We're completely out of control, ladies and gentlemen.
Barstool, you should be right at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a mental note. Did
I see 2:30 Eastern time? We finally get to race at Daytona 500.
It's coming.
I know it. I can't wait.
You're not at all excited about that, are you?
So, how does everybody keeps asking? How do you get excited about the Daytona 500 after competing in that clash? Like, well, that's a good question, sir.
You had a good finish.
Yeah, I did survive. I don't even think you call that a finish. I survived. You know,
Record books don't show that.
One more restart, and I think I could have won.
You might have been a favorite, actually.
I know. Yeah, won by default, so I was the only car in the track. But that's, we talked about the Super Bowl, actually, AA. We were down there. You sit here and you watch, your favorite team, prepare for that magical moment in the Super Bowl and punch their ticket and win that championship. The preparation, all season long, we got to watch that. I went home Monday, and I'm thinking, my gosh, it finally hit me. We don't have that preparation. I got a new team trying to figure things out with. I don't know half their names, trying to figure that out. And, oh, by the way, we got to put it all to good use and win our Super Bowl, the Daytona 500, the very first outing. So what you saw in that clash is a lot of that, a lot of figuring things out, a lot of practice, trial and error. That's your one chance. You can't go out there and practice. We have an hour of practice, but you can't go out there and put yourself 3 wide in a crazy situation. You can't ever get on old tires and know what that's going to be like. For me, that was the challenge. When we came to that point in that race where we all took fuel only on old tires, that's when that old girl got really squirrely, very challenging to drive, and by the way, that's when the carnage happened.
You talk about getting to know those new crew members and work with them. I happen to know Johnny Klossmeyer very well. Yeah. He is a very quiet, shy, reserved guy. You are not, as we've already seen. I had 6 questions I was going to ask you, and you already answered them all as we went along here. But how in the world does he get a word in edgewise to talk to you and let you know what he needs? Well,
I think that's it. He has to. We have to figure that line of communication out. And again, going back to what I'm talking about, the preparation for the Daytona 500 is that. Thankfully, all that carnage happened. Everybody else was bummed out that happened. I was pumped that it happened. It gave me an opportunity.
You don't own the cars either.
No. I wasn't paying for anything. But it gave us an opportunity to work through all of that adversity, work through challenges on the car. We wrecked it. We knocked the fender in. Tires are flat. All right. But we also got an opportunity to fuel only, to 2 tires, to 4 tires, a little bit of strategy game played in. There was a lot of things that were thrown at everybody within that short race of the clash that prepared us, a little bit to get ahead for this 500-mile race.
But it being 500 miles on Sunday, I've got to believe there's going to be some experimenting that goes on.
I need 8 cars.
Stage 1, stage 2, right? I mean, you're learning along the way in this race.
I don't know. Is there, Adam?
Well, I've never done it.
I'm pretty sure I've got my experiencing in the trial and error out of the way. I know how I'm going to wreck. I just got to keep from doing it, right? I know that there's going to be a big wreck in this race. You don't know when it's going to happen, but I know when those opportunities are going to come. I know in the back of my mind when we all got on old tires and those stages start coming to an end, everybody's all right, hey, we need them stage points. Are you kidding me? We're at the Daytona 500. That's it. I don't want to hear a word about stage points. I don't want to hear anything about that. We'll talk about that when we get to Las Vegas. It's all about the trophy. It's all about, that Harley Earl and being in victory lane at the great American race, the Daytona 500. No stage points, nothing else. All the decisions go about putting yourself in the right situation, finding those allies. Those allies are who? They're the Fords, the blue ovals out there. They're going to help me-ish, but then better within that ally, your teammates, the Stewart-Haas teammates, Kevin, Eric, Cole. I've got to find those 3 guys and be there at the end together if we're going to have a shot at winning this thing.
Let's play this out. You do have a shot at winning it on Sunday, and you pull off the victory in the Great American Race.
Yeah.
Have you thought about asking for a waiver for maybe the Vegas week, perhaps, just to not have to go?
See, I like where your head's at. Vegas week, that's what we're going to need. That's exactly what my head's at. They're thinking breakfast. They're going to have to think brunch and probably a late lunch if that's going to be be the case. There's no chance that breakfast is going to happen if I win this thing. We're going to be out to sea. I don't even have a boat, but that's my goal. If I win the Daytona 500, we'll be out to sea on somebody's boat. We'll rent, beg, borrow, steal. I don't know. We're going to be on a boat. We'll be celebrating. And you guys you're more than welcome.
And Gordon's got to put the jersey on again, right?
And Gordon will be there with a jersey on.
Absolutely, he will be. He looked good in those Chiefs colors.
I like the way we're talking. It's going to happen. We're going to win.
It was tough to watch the Chiefs win that Super Bowl. I'm not going to lie. Go Broncos.
Look at him. He's so lost. He didn't even know what he's doing. He's got a Chiefs jersey on. I love it.
I would say that I have always known you're a Chiefs fan. I didn't know that Gordon was a 49ers fan until we got to
Did you see
Miami.
the video in which he called me out on this bet? Like, the extent of his 49 fanship, it was like a button on his hat like that size. Did you see me show up the Super Bowl? One didn't have to wonder if I was a Chiefs fan.
I'm just glad you said you're doing homework now on the racing thing, because you're going to be in the booth Saturday. Hopefully you're doing your homework there as well. We'll see you throughout the week.
It's going to be fun.
Thanks, Clint. And one more time, do we have Clint's chair going down? Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much, Jimmy Johnson. Hang on. More Media Day coverage next. We're live on FS1.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.